Hey everybody, this is Steve from DisneyInfinity.tv.
Oh, and I'm Sarah.
And this is Sarah. Well, we're going to do another episode of the Spoiler Cast Playset Potential Show. This will be our third episode we've done. What are the other ones that we've done?
Planes, Fire and Rescue.
That was the last one, yeah.
And Cusco. Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove. I think we're just going to call it Cusco from now on, because everyone knows what the hell
We should call it Crunk.
We should call it Kronk.
Just Crunk.
The Kronk playset of the week is going to be Kronk doing this. So this week we took requests, and someone submitted 2 requests, Aladdin and Wall-E, and we decided this week we were going to go ahead and do Aladdin. So first of all, we're going to break down the movie and spoil it. So if you have not seen Aladdin from 1990 whatever, then skip ahead or do not watch this show. We're going to spoil the plot, the ending, all of that stuff, and then we're going to go ahead and decide how we're going to do it, as if we were going to do it as a Disney Infinity playset. We were going to do one for Guardians, but
It's kind of already a thing.
yeah, we've seen the movie. We're seeing it again today, and it's kind of a difficult thing that the movie is already out and a massive hit, but we already got to play the playset, so it would be hard to sort of come up with our own playset, being that we just tried it. So we're going to stick with the requests, and this week we're going to go semi-old school. We're going to go with Aladdin. Do you want to break down the movie?
I don't remember it that much.
Go on, go for it.
Well, I only know the street part where he's in the beginning, where he's, whatever, poor.
Okay, so the movie, to the best of my knowledge, starts off
We should have
Jafar.
watched it before we did this.
Jafar is the bad guy, and he has a talking parrot. Do you remember the parrot's name?
No. I feel like, that's going to bother me, because I feel like I should know it.
Okay, so Jafar is the bad guy, and he is looking for this gem, he looks like it's like a roach, and it gets you access into this cave of wonders or whatever it's called, and you get in there, and then inside is all of these treasures and gold, but most importantly, inside is the genie's lamp. Well, he doesn't get in there, and he kind of loses where it's at. Skip, what's his name? Do you have it? You just passed it right there.
Yes.
Yago. Damn. Yeah, Yago. Yago is the talking bird voiced by, what's his name? Gilbert Gottfried. He's hysterical. And go ahead. Aladdin goes, Aladdin's like a street peddler, poor, living on the streets with his pet monkey. Steals everything from the streets. That's how he survives. And he comes across the gem, and they're telling him that you got caught, but if you go do this thing and go find where this gem takes you, because you're a good person, right? Something like that. Mm-hmm. Then you get to go into the Cave of Wonders, and you get to go get the genie's lamp, because we can't get there. So Jafar sort of tricks him into doing this. Well, he goes into the Cave of Wonders, gets the genie's lamp. The whole thing starts falling apart because of his dumb pet monkey touches a gem, like a ruby, and the whole thing's just falling apart.
The magic carpet.
And he gets a magic carpet, which is sort of like the funniest part of the whole movie is the magic carpet. That's not true. What's his name is way funnier, but you're right. He gets on there, Robin Williams. And he gets on the carpet, flies out, so now Jafar doesn't know where they are. And Aladdin has a magic carpet that flies around, and the lamp. And he is desperately in love with Jasmine. Jasmine is the princess, the Sultan's daughter, living in the palace and all this other stuff, and she doesn't really pay attention to him because she's a princess and she doesn't really know anything that's out there, although he did sort of save her life a little while ago. So anyway, now Aladdin, peddler guy, is in charge of the genie's lamp, and he accidentally sort of finds out that you rub the lamp, and out comes Robin Williams in genie form, and arguably one of the most famous, sought-after, how would you say it? Just like voiceover roles. He nails it. He's hysterical. Robin Williams' genie is spot on perfect. It's great. So Aladdin now has genie. Genie says, "You released me. Blah blah blah. You get your 3 wishes." Starts making wishes. All Aladdin really wants to do is win the heart of Jasmine, and Jasmine is the Sultan's daughter in her palace, and they're looking for suitors. So he kind of wishes to be a prince.
Yeah.
And all this other stuff. While he's doing that, Genie sort of tells him, the only thing I ever wanted was to be free. I've been wearing these shackles and been a prisoner to the lamp for a wicked long time. And the last guy that had me promised me that he was going to wish me free, but he didn't because the magic powers got a little too much for him. He was a little bit greedy, and they never let him go. So he's been in this lamp for thousands of years. and he really wants to get out, but he's real nice and he understands what the situation is, and he helps Aladdin. Aladdin gets to be a fake prince, sort of gets the heart of Jasmine, although she doesn't really buy it. They sort of go out and they fall in love.
Show him a whole new world.
A whole new world.
Yeah.
Come on, sing it with me.
No, I'm not. No.
Brand new place of something, yeah. Anyway, so they're flying around. There's that famous song. They're doing the thing, and then let's cut to the end. They're doing it, and she finds out that he's not a prince. He's the guy that saved her in the alley. He's just the street rat that saved her, blah, blah, blah. Jafar now is in charge, steals the lamp. It's a big battle at the end, and Jafar wishes for the ultimate wish, and he wishes to be is it a warlock or a wizard or something like that?
Yeah.
Something super powerful. More powerful than a genie, and he does that because they trick him into wishing for that. He wishes automatically to be powerful and strong, but they trick him into wishing that he was even more powerful than genie, and what happens when that happens? Jafar turns into this big, tornado-looking monster, and he's about ready to, lay it down and just take control of the whole world, and he gets the bracelets, and he gets sucked into the lamp because they tricked him into wishing that he was also... Oh, they made him wish he was his own genie. That's what it was. They said, you should be your own genie. If a warlock or a wizard or a sultan can't do any of this, make yourself a genie. Wishes him to be a genie, turns into a genie, gets sucked into the lamp. Now they have the lamp containing... I had fuzz in my mouth. Containing the bad one, and now blue genie. Don't judge me. I had something in my mouth.
Judging. It's a judge-free zone.
It's a judge-free zone.
It's a judge-free zone. No
right.
judgment.
I'm on topic so
yes.
far. Right.
You're good.
Okay.
Besides the fuzz thing, you're good.
Besides the fuzz thing.
Mm-hmm. Really?
It's still there. It didn't come out. It's gone now. So they. This is a professional show.
This is.
DisneyInfinity.tv is all about the quality here. Anyway,
That
so they
was.
put him in there. He's free. Genie is out there, and Aladdin saves his last wish and wishes for Genie's freedom. So what does Genie do? He gets excited. He puts on board shorts. The bracelets come off, and he puts on a Mickey Mouse hat that looks like Goofy. And that's the end of the movie. Jasmine and Aladdin hit it off.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
He lives happily ever after.
Yeah.
Like every other Disney movie.
Exactly. Except for the fact that I had fuzz in my mouth, and Sarah's going to be criticizing me for that for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
You will, I know. That's all.
Yeah, I'm saying I would.
Mm-hmm.
It's accurate. So Playset. Now, story
Let's break it down.
would be, probably, I can see the whole, street thing where they have the markets, and he has to run through, and there's people selling stuff, and I don't think it would be wise to have you steal things in a kid's Disney Infinity game, but
That's a good point.
it would be easy to have missions from it, because you just go to markets. This could be where he's good, and then you go to people and they're like, we need you to deliver this bread to the other guy, and that kind of thing, and you deliver it or something like that. But those are side missions, but as a story-wise, that's hard, because if we do it after they live happily ever after, he's not going to be still on the street, He's going to be higher power. He would be a prince, technically.
He would be a prince.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't make sense for him to be back out there in the streets.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be in the street clothes.
So your plot line or your storyline would be in between the middle and the end. It would be sort of like
it would
story.
definitely be like the movie-ish,
But before he meets Jasmine, when he's still stealing stuff, running around.
Yes.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Well, I mean the whole stealing thing, but there should be some kind of side mission. You know how when you have a movie and then you make the game, it's sort of like a whole new story.
Right.
A whole new story.
Please sing it louder. They didn't hear you.
Do that.
A fantastic game
I'm not
for
gonna
you
do that.
to play. I'll take the control. Okay, yeah. So, no. So they do a side story in the thing.
Yeah.
And yours would take place in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I don't know exactly what the story would be. Maybe Jafar does some kind of bad thing and you have to stop him.
Because at that point, Jafar would still be around.
Yes.
So you could still use Jafar as a bad guy.
Maybe he captured Jasmine
I like that.
or something like that. That works.
I like that. Okay, so it would be in the middle, and your plot line would be sort of taking it away, and you would be...
Yeah, it's like a side story, bad things are still happening, or you could just have Jafar, take Jasmine, and then he has to go save her or something like that.
Who are your characters?
To play as?
Yeah.
Definitely Aladdin, I think, right? We should probably have Aladdin in the Aladdin game. Who else is in there? You probably should have Jasmine, but I mean, she's stubborn.
You can't really have Jasmine if she's captured, though,
Exactly.
Right? So you got to go with the same two that I'm thinking, and you got to go with, well, not the same two. I'm slightly different storylines, but you got to have Genie in there, right?
Oh my God! Why did I forget that? Yes, Genie. That is
He'd
a
be
must.
spectacular.
That is a must.
So before you get into your powers and everything like that on your characters, that's what you would choose, pretty much, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I like that too. Now, my storyline would be almost completely, well, totally different than yours. I was going in a different sort of path. Mine would take place after the story is over. After Aladdin, the movie, is over and everybody is happy, mine would be Jasmine, who is still such a pretty nice person and loves everybody, wants to go out and sort of save people that are in the town. In the same town, but there's a story that Lila reads. It's like the princess books, and it's got one of them where there's these two little kids that are out there, and she sort of helps them. My main characters in my version, and which would take place right afterwards, would be Jasmine in street clothes, sort of disguising the fact that she's Jasmine. Because I'm sort of going for the princess role here, and the Jasmine would be running around the streets, sort of saving these two kids, doing the same sort of missions that you're saying, except at this point it would be my only characters in this that I could think of would be Jasmine and Genie. Genie would be in it, doing his funny side stuff with his great voices and his amazing powers, but pretty much it would be Jasmine out there fighting the Sultan people. You could throw Aladdin in there too, for sure, because that's sort of his thing, and he would look good.
If it is
But
Aladdin.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more along the lines of Jasmine should be the main character.
Yeah.
And
Sort of like how we thought Krunk should have his own
story. This would be Jasmine's story afterwards, and she could be out there.
It could be like a princess thing, you know?
Exactly, kind of what I'm thinking. This would be a good bridge to the princess world. So that would be mine. So my characters would be Jasmine, Genie, and then a third one would be Aladdin.
Yeah. I like that. That's
Yeah.
That's a whole different direction. I like that one.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate
You're welcome.
such niceness here. Okay, so thinking about your characters and powers and play discs and all that other nonsense, you have to admit that the ultimate play disc, and this would be a toy box play disc, would be his carpet, the magic carpet.
Oh yeah, by far like a vehicle kind of thing.
An absolute vehicle. This thing would be
That would be fun.
similar mechanics to Dumbo. You know, up and down, all over the place. What?
Where he turns the monkey into the elephant.
Oh my!
He turns Abu into an elephant.
That's
when
right.
he makes him a prince.
Wait, do
and
we
he's
already
riding-
have Abu as an elephant?
Yeah, I feel like we do too, right? Like it seems familiar.
Please forgive us if I'm forgetting. We definitely have a playable elephant in this game. I
Well,
think
that's
Abu
the
is
one-
the elephant. We already have him.
Oh well then.
I'm gonna find
I had
out
an
right
awesome
now.
idea.
While we're recording, I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, I knew it seems familiar. Maybe it did. But okay, that still works. What else?
Is
I mean,
Apu
can't think
a
of powers.
playable elephant in the eye?
I feel like we're not as prepared.
We're not. This is interesting because I didn't think about that. I'm almost 100% positive. The elephant. It is. I don't even have to ask Will. It is. Apu
Okay.
is an elephant in the game. That's the one that you like to ride around on.
Yeah.
Thank you,
All
Will,
right.
for saying yes, sir. See, we learned this 5 minutes after trying to figure
No
this
one
out.
very scenes from it. I still think
So,
that's a good
okay.
idea. See, it's such a good idea.
Absolutely.
They did it.
So now in the play
Yeah.
discs, in the play sets already, you have that one. So Apu as an elephant is gone
Now it surprises me that they don't have the magic carpet there.
because they're waiting for us to figure it out. Now we figured it out in DI 2.0. You gotta have the flying elephant.
The flying
The
elf.
flying carpet.
I would like a flying elf.
The flying Apu elephant.
I would.
You gotta have the carpet though. I think the carpet would
Definitely.
make a great disc for a toy box. I love all the flying ones. I love any of the vehicles, especially vehicles that pertain to movies. And I love the ones from the game, from the parks too. But I really enjoy the ones from the films. Like the Dumbo one is my favorite. The music is great. It looks good and all of that stuff. So I like that idea a lot.
Okay.
Do you have any other ideas for discs?
No. Okay. Well, they have those buildings, right? You could have the.
Right now, they already have in as a toy box drop down the hall of whatever it's called, the big lion's head in the sand.
Yeah.
They already have that.
Okay.
So you could do the Sultan's Palace.
The background.
Oh, you're talking.
Palace.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking the sky and the terrain.
Yeah. No,
Now,
everything. Buildings. All of that. The whole scenery.
Would your sky and terrain that would be the palace and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, more like the town, right? The town, and then in the background on the sky would be the palace and everything. And then think about this: you could do it like that, And then sort of like Nightmare Before Christmas, in the background, instead of having Zero flying around, the carpet could be flying around and doing stuff. It's my favorite part of the Nightmare one is seeing Zero doing tricks in the background. So you could be seeing the flying carpet and everything like that by the palace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that?
I like that.
Okay, I like that too. That would be a good terrain and sky. I really hate talking about terrains because they mean nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so the terrain for this would be sand. Yeah, we get it. It's sand. It would be sandy colored.
It would be sand again.
Right, but it's pretty much the terrain would be the terrain of, we're on the same page here, sort of the town of Agrabah, and the side, the sky, you would see the Sultan's palace and everything like that, and, that kind of nonsense.
It could even be different. It could be like just sand, and then you have the sand cave lion's head in the background. So it's sort of like they could have two different types, where they have the palace one, and then they just have the whole sandy dunes kind of thing.
Do you think you could do a night and day? Because I know right now you can...
That would be cool. A night one, because remember when he escapes or whatever, it's at night, and it kind of glows, and that would be cool.
Okay, I like that too. So we have that. Now, the only other thing I can think of is characters. Jasmine would have some sort of a series of, in my world, attack moves. Some sort of a series of punches and kicks. Kind of like how Rapunzel is. Nothing too ridiculous. It would just be a series of slams and, sort of Rapunzel style. Unfortunately with the princesses, they don't really have magical powers or even any big attack things. So you're going to always have to stick with them being some sort of attacky, karate-ish sort of, combat style. Thank you. Yeah. And so she's sort of would be easier. Her clothing and her colors, I think, would be spectacular on screen. Her teal and all that.
She also has that one part where this is totally out of left field, but where she takes the hood and she puts it over her head when she's kind of like hidden. That could be a move where she kind of like puts it on and she kind of like walks around really slow and she kind of goes invisible, or sneak, like a sneak attack kind of thing.
If you did a sneak move and you walked around Agrabah as just a street peddler and no one knows who you are.
Yeah, if you put the hood on, and that means like you're in like sneak mode, sort of like the Monsters Inc. thing, where they start to sneak and then she attacks.
Okay, I like that. That's a really good idea. Sort of similar to being invisible, except not invisible.
Yeah, except it's sort of just like a stealth move kind of thing.
I like that. That'd be awesome.
Now Aladdin.
I'm going to be honest. Aladdin I threw in there just for sake because he's Aladdin.
Just because the movie's called Aladdin.
Well, yeah, but honestly, I'm skipping over that fact and I'm going straight to Genie. How great is it going to be to see Genie flying around and doing this game? Genie, in my opinion, will have no legs. He's going to still have the tail because even though at the end of the film he gets legs and board shorts and he doesn't have the thing anymore, I love the idea of, instead of him running around, him sort of flying around. At ground level. He can't fly up like a Tinkerbell. Sort of a ground level sort of thing in his little wispy tail, almost like a ghost. But you could also sub that out if they wanted to with the walking around. But I like that wispiness, which also plays into the fact that with his attacks, you could do almost anything, being that he is a genie. Yeah. He could turn into a giant mallet and hit people. He
transforms into anything. So
anything.
It would work with anything.
Yeah, you could press your attack and he could turn into a series of jaguars and he could go and attack people. I mean, Genie would be great. I think that he'd be spectacular. His voiceover person would have to be someone that sounds like Robin Williams and he'd be hilarious. But I think he'd be really great. So
he'd have really good lines too.
He'd have really funny one-liner things.
They always have like those cute little lines. When you put them down, he would say something really funny.
I kind of like the idea. This to me is almost a playset built around Genie as a character. I think that Genie as a character would be great. Keep the character looking classic Genie. Yes, I understand at the end he looks like he's going to Disneyland and he's got the hat and the board shorts and the briefcase. I want classic Genie, big jawline, goatee, bracelets on and all that stuff. I think he'd be great to play as that character. I know that doesn't necessarily sync up with the plot line I'm going for post-film, but let's be honest, did Toy Story really stay with any plot line? No. It's very thin here on what you guys are playing, so just give me my minute here. This is what I want, okay? So
I like that.
You like that?
Yes.
I think
Genie.
He's the best. I think people always say that the best voiceover character ever is what's his name doing the voice of Donkey.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy doing the voice of Donkey, and I am offended personally as a Disney fan because first of all, Eddie Murphy was the dragon in what's it called way before that. When I say way before.
Mushu.
Yeah, Mushu, thank you. Man, that was nice. And he did the same voice. It was the same thing. He just did Donkey on a bigger screen and with a CGI thing with Mike Myers. I get really mad. So I think that Robin Williams completely kills it in this, and making sure that he's in there, not necessarily him, but that sort of dialogue, the writers, I think that's going to be really important. Any genie dialogue is going to be fun for me. So
I like it.
the only other thing I can think of as a power disc would be the Apu disc, and you would put that down, and Apu the monkey would ride on your character's shoulders. And if you wanted to go, and if you were playing around and say you went and beat something and all the jewels, or not the jewels, what am I talking about? The sparks are all around you, Apu would run around and get the sparks for you. So you don't have to go in a circle to get all your blue sparks or red or whatever the colors are in DI2, but he would go and get the sparks for you. Or he could be used in a similar fashion as the ghost horse or ghost warrior.
He kind of like whips people with his tail.
Yep.
Or, like attack their faces.
Yep. You could sick him after people. You would use him and he would go and attack, the Agrabah guards while you're fighting other people. And then he would come back and then you would sick him after other people. I would like an Apu riding around on my shoulder or running around me or something like that. I think that would be a really great disc.
He's a really good sidekick.
Yep.
That'd be a good sidekick.
So, I don't know if this was a lackluster one. It's Aladdin's been out for a really long time.
I know.
Trying to think of anything else.
It's not like it's a magical movie with a lot of, powering kind of stuff.
Except for Genie, there's none.
Except for Genie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like they have, like, magical powers or besides the wishing. Okay, that's a big one. But,
right.
compared to any of the other ones.
Thinking of playset stuff, if you had the carpet as a playset, imagine all the different challenges you could have.
Yeah.
Like, you could go back into the Cave of Wonders and have to get things without bumping the walls, because as we all know, if you bump the jewels or the gold in there, the whole thing comes tumbling down. You could go after and you could have to pick up things flying. And I personally love the flying missions. The ones where you have to go around. The buzz ones were great.
I'm going to beat it for you, but yeah.
She did have to beat one for me. I hated one level of Toy Story. It makes me crazy, but she had to beat it for me. Thank you, hun. So that's kind of what I think. If you had a flying sort of thing, you can have a lot of different challenges for that.
I like that one.
Cool. I think this about wraps it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Thank you again for another less than stimulating episode of Playset Potential Spoiler Cast on DisneyInfinity.tv.
I don't even need to look at it.
That's right, because Sarah's a true professional.
And you need to keep looking at your shirt. And
I do need to keep looking at my shirt.
I know what I'm promoting.
Do you really?
Yes.
I don't feel like it's deep down in your heart that you know what you're doing.
It's on my shirt.
It is on your shirt. Actually, you designed the shirts.
I did.
We need the ones with the new logo.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. We need to beat those other guys like Caesar.
We need to update our backs,
and Lloyd.
too.
Give me a break.
You want Tinkerbell?
Yeah, mine says
Merida
on the back. You probably can't see it from right here, but I want mine to say Tinkerbell. Because she's going to be awesome. I cannot wait.
Adorable.
See this?
You took the spinning part off.
I did take the spinny part off. This is the worst toy ever invented, and they sell it at the Disney store and at the parks. If you are a parent and your kid wants this, do not do it. It is supposed to fly and hover over your hand. This is garbage. This is $40 wasted. They also have it at Target. Please skip this toy. It's awful. But anyway, I like her. She's going to be great to win the game.
Yep. Not here.
No, not in this game. This is awful.
At flying.
Yes. Do you have anything else?
No.
I hope everyone listens to these. Make sure that you pay attention to our shows, because we're giving away stuff for people that listen. We're going to ask trivia questions, and I know that right now we're giving away Rocket and Groot for audit signed by Johnny V. And but to win those, you have to actually listen to the show, and more importantly, listen to us on this show. This is where it's at, people.
Weren't we supposed to have a code word? Like, we were supposed to give out a code word that they enter. They didn't do that, did they?
They didn't.
No, we're not doing that. Okay.
So we're not supposed to start that. I'm not going to start it right now because it's at the end.
We should do that, though. Eventually, for future contests. I think that'd be cool, right?
Okay, just in case.
You people to watch this.
I'm going to put one out there right now, just in case Will wants to do another one later.
Okay.
What toy did I say is complete junk? Make sure she's not in camera angle in this episode. Even though it has nothing to do with Aladdin, in case Will decides to do a giveaway, just remember in your heads what I said was story was complete junk. I don't know if it's going to happen. If not, I'm covering my bases. I'm going to tell Will right now.
Yeah.
So he's the
like
master
that.
of all things this show. So that's it. We're
Yep.
good. Thank you guys. I appreciate you watching. I hope you watch more of these things. Send in your requests. The next one we're going to do is for Wall-E. But we have to get ready. In the next few months, we have Big Hero 6 is the next Disney movie that's coming out.
Right.
So we have Big Hero 6 stuff coming out, and we already know there's a character from it. We don't know if it's a playset or not, but by that time, we will even have DI2. This whole show might be different by then. Playsets and everything might be completely different. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm Steve C. from Disney Infinity, DisneyInfinity.tv.
And I'm Sarah from the same website that he can't say, but I get it right every time because I'm a professional. DisneyInfinity.tv.
To everyone, go. I want to do a quick plug. Go and follow DisneyInfinity.tv on Instagram.
They post a lot of cool
They're
stuff.
on there a lot. They're hysterical. They post really great pictures, and theirs is DisneyInfinity.tv on Instagram. You can also follow the rest of the group.
And check out the website that Jason did because it's freaking amazing.
Make sure you guys sign up for that because it is spectacular
Yeah, you
and
do trades and show your collection, and it's really cool.
it is spectacular. The way that you build your
believe
your sort of your backlog or your
Profile.
characters of profiles is amazing. So make sure you go to DisneyInfinity.tv and log in and build a character profile. It's really great. So do that and.
That's
Thanks. We will see you again next time. The next one we're doing is Wall-E. So one of my, it's my second favorite Pixar film, so I'm going to be very passionate about this. And hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later. Come sit right here, make sure I'm good. Good thing I looked. I just bumped the hell out of the camera. Okay, now go back. Alright. Disney Infinity.tv.
It's gonna fall.
I think I'm still okay though. Keep bumping it, but yeah, we're good. Alright.
Yes, I'm ready.
You ready? Okay. DisneyInfinity.tv, right?
Yes,
There we go. I'm gonna get the website down.
you should.
Alright, here we go. Get that out of the way. You always make me laugh before this. Alright.
I'm not
Ready?
doing anything.
Here we go. We're gonna start being serious right now.